Okay, it's 1 o'clock. I would like to welcome all of you back, and I would like to present our next speaker, Marita Mäkinen. And Marita is Managing Director in the Qualification of Professionals in Building, HVAC and Real Estate sector in Finland. Marita, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Helsingin Peralla from Helsingfors. I will today present you this Finnish certification system, a little bit of the whole system, and then these indoor air qualifications. But let's start. And first, I have, okay, it didn't go further. I have a couple of words of certification in general. Our certification is arranged along ISO standard 17024, which is conformity assessment, general requirements for bodies operating certification of persons. And it defines that competence is ability to apply knowledge and skills to achieve intended results. And the FISE qualification has 3 parts: knowledge, skills, and attitude. And knowledge means verified knowledge in the field of certification. And that means that a person must have certain degree and studies. And a certification is valid for a certain period after which it must be renewed. And in renewing, person shows updating training. This means commitment to continuous development. Skills means recent work experience in the field of certification, and attitude means respect to profession, colleagues, authorities, and other parties involved in project. And every person in FISE's registry is committed to follow FISE's code of ethics. And the way from student to certified professional is quite long. First, you must have certain studies and degree, and after that, work experience. And after that, you can apply for certification. So it is important that already students are aware of certifications so that they choose their studies wisely. And the certification in the field of indoor air experts is valid for 5 years. And when renewing this certification, person must show recent work experience and updating training. But then to the certification of these indoor environment experts. So what is the background there? In early 1990s, moisture and mold damage was recognized in Finland as a significant problem in interiors of buildings. It was estimated that even every second building had signs of excessive damp. And in many cases, that meant poor indoor air quality, and it was estimated that every day about 750,000 Finnish people was exposed to significant moisture and mold damage. And that caused also health effects, and the level of health-related costs arising from moisture and mold damage were about 450 million euros per year. And because of these problems, in 2009, our government decided to launch an action plan to stop moisture and mold damage. And a project called Moisture and Mold Program started in 2009 and it ended in 2015. And as a part of this moisture and mold program, a project called Special Troops of Healthy Buildings was carried out. And the first task in this project was to evaluate the situation in the field of competence of experts. And the discovery was that no standardized qualification requirements was in Finland. Experts had either competence in indoor climate or structures. Okay, there were also so-called experts who didn't have competence in either. Some trainings were available and also volunteer registration of some experts. In our Health Protection Act, there were a possibility to use third-party experts, and this was added to Act in 2001. And the evaluation of these third-party experts used in monitoring health-related conditions was made by the municipal health protection authorities. And there were problems because every municipal had their own requirements, and a lot of time was spent to this task, and all the authorities didn't have competence to this evaluation task. And after mapping the current situation in this project, Special Troops of Healthy Building, it made in 2013 recommendations for organizing training and qualification for the moisture and mold damage sector in Finland. And most of these recommendations were transposed into law in 2014. First, the Land Use and Building Act was renewed, and a new special field was added there. It was repair work of moisture damaged structures. And also qualifications for designers and site managers of repair work of moisture damaged structures were added there. And then the Health Protection Act was renewed, and qualifications to moisture and indoor air expert was added there. And for these experts was added also a compulsory certification. And in 2015, certification organizations established new certification schemes for repair work of moisture and mold damage. And we in FISE have in our system designers and site managers, which come from Land Use and Building Act. And then we have building investigator of moisture damaged structures, and these come from the Health Protection Act. And another certification organization, Eurofin Expert Services, has building health experts and indoor air specialists. The certification requirements are shown in a degree of the Ministry of Social Affairs and Health. And this degree can be found in Swedish also, if you follow this link, which is here. But next I will shortly present certification requirements in English. First, the certification training. This is required in certification, and training consists of 3 modules: indoor environment module, building physics module, and ventilation module. And there are 3 experts, and each have a little bit different amount of credits in each module. If I take for example this building health expert, the largest module is this indoor air impurities, health effects and investigation. It's 13 credits. and building physics, physical conditions, building investigation methods, structural and production engineering and legislation is 14 credits, and ventilation and air conditioning technology is 3 credits. And then there is thesis, which is 15 credits, and altogether is 45 credits. For building investigator for moisture damage structures, the largest module is this building physics, which is 17 credits, and this is altogether 27 credits. And they don't make this large thesis, but they make a building investigation report of a real case. And indoor air specialists, they have 25 credits altogether, and the largest part is indoor air environment. And they also make this indoor air investigation report of a real case as a thesis or project work. After a person has completed this training, he or she can apply for certification. And the certification requirements consist 3 parts. There is this degree, a work experience, and qualification training. And degree can be for building health expert from construction branch, or from natural sciences, environmental sciences, and environmental health. And for building investigators, it must be from building, constructions, branch, and indoor air specialists. It's higher or lower academic degree in natural science, environmental sciences, and environmental health. All experts must have minimum of 3 years of research task related to the condition of buildings and health hazards in buildings. And then there is this qualification training, which is a little bit different for each certification. Because we in FISE have this certification of building investigators, I have put it here a little bit more accurate, but I think we don't have so much time that I won't go it through precise, but you can check it afterwards from this presentation. Here are also the renewing requirements for this certification. And then, what are our experiences so far? We have 7 training organizations which are giving certification trainings. We have altogether 431 certified persons in our and Eurofin's registry. The most largest group is building health experts, but the amount of building investigators and indoor air specialists is getting higher all the time. We have also voluntary certifications for other experts, which do tasks in indoor air problems. For example, building investigator in ventilation systems. A lot of new information has been produced in training programs. Of course, there has made many theses, and also because training organizations have developed their trainings. Health protection authorities can use certified experts in assessing health effects, and nowadays it's very common that they use these third-party experts. And private clients demand certified experts in their offer requests nowadays. And the expertise has also increased among municipal health protection authorities. Many of them has carried out this certification training also. No, we are not in the cold yet. We know that these changes and need a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I saw here some key things that are now under development in Finland. Sharing of good practice could be better. Development of investigation methods is going on, especially indoor environment investigation methods could be better. Dialogue between ministries must be good. We have some legislation renewing going on right now, and it's very important that legislation is uniform. The management of entities could be better. Big clients can this management very good, very well right now, but in large scale there is many things that could be better. For example, better use of research data in renovating design is that kind of thing. And unfortunately, we have a lot of problems in the field of detached houses. For example, in selling or buying a house, you should carry out a condition assessment that a certified expert has done, and nowadays it is volunteer. But we think that we should have compulsory certification for building condition assessors, and that is also in our government's list in our sitting government right now. So this was a very short presentation of this quite large topic, and for further information you can visit our website or follow the links I have put into the presentation. Thank you.